Enrico Schaefer, do NFT law. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the articles that have been posted on LinkedIn that I've commented on, and just a smorgasbord of different issues concerning blockchain and NFTs. So let's jump right into the very first article I want to talk about today. This is an article that was posted by Rob Holmes. He is an IP specialist, and he basically posted about Nike's purchase of DotSwoosh.eth domain name for $35,000. And I found this article really interesting because you've seen me post on Web3 domains before. I've got several YouTube videos where I talk about token squatting, trademark infringement on Web3 domains, but also the value of Web3 domains and how they're different from Web2 domains. So you could take a look at this link here, or take a look down in the description for some of the other commentary that I've had on Web3 domains. So what's going on with Nike? Nike has bought DotSwoosh.eth, and they paid $35,000 from the owner of that Web3 domain name. So this is interesting to me because it's not a trademark domain. So swoosh, to my knowledge, is not a registered trademark of Nike. So there was no allegation of token squatting or trademark infringement here, to my knowledge. This instead was Nike seeing that there was a great domain name out there, .swoosh. They want to own and control that Web3 domain name. We'll talk about that in a later video. Let's take a look at what some of the speculation is on Nike's intentions with this domain name. So first thing is, obviously there is no confirmation by either Artifact or Nike as to exactly what they're going to do with this Web3 domain name, but there's speculation that they might be using it to issue ENS subdomains in the future. So what is a subdomain? An ENS subdomain, a subdomain, even in the Web2 world, is the portion of the domain name that we know as www.travislegal.com. This subdomain, www, can be swapped out for any word. So for instance, kate.swoosh.eth could be a domain name that Nike offers to someone who owns a token already as part of its community, that is a participant in their community. Any sort of incentive, community incentive, could result in offering these subdomains to people so they can be even more connected to the Nike brand, part of the .swoosh infrastructure. So my comment on this article is that brands are starting to wake up to Web3 domain names and their importance. And Nike and Artifact have actually already been in the .eth, the Web3 domain name space, but other brands are starting to really register the Web3 domain extensions. And of course, we have two main players in that space. We've got the Ethereum name network, which is .eth Web3 domains, and then you've got Unstoppable Domains, which has .crypto, .wallet, and a number of other extensions that they're offering. We have seen a huge spike in the number of registrations of Web3 domains over the past 2 months. This is continuing that trend. So Web3 domain names are far more powerful than Web2 domain names. Web3 domain names link to your wallet address, your public wallet address tied to your private key. And so essentially it not only can host a website, but it is a direct link to your wallet, which is your money, your bank account. So you don't need a bank, you don't need a credit card. People can pay you directly at your .eth domain name. So it's a high value item for a brand, but it also is a high risk item for a brand, because if someone registers your trademark as a .eth domain and pretends to be you, the fact that they own your brand .eth is going to make it a more credible fraud, a more credible effort by a token squatter to try and have your customers pay a third party who is not you. All right, so you don't want this .eth domain name in the wrong hands, that is for sure. And look, this is a great domain investment for the person who sold to Nike. They anticipated that this .eth domain might really be fun, and so they bought it. And in fact, Nike came knocking and paid them $35,000, which is a lot more than they paid for that domain. The fact that the registrant didn't register a trademark, but a generic word, a combination of generic words, is a classic domain investment strategy in the Web 2 world, which is now being exercised in the Web 3 world. You can register any generic or descriptive domain names as long as you don't have the bad faith intent to profit off of someone else's trademark. So Nike sees the value. Other brands are seeing the value. If you are a brand or an NFT project, you should probably take a look at registering some variations of your brand.eth, of your brand.crypto, blockchain, and .wallet. My name's Enrico. We'll see you next time.